Hey YouTube, decentralized exchanges have come quite a long way. We have Uniswap, absolutely huge, super great user experience, and we have JellySwap for doing those cross-chain atomic swaps that you just can't do on Uniswap. Now, got my John Deere hat out today because it's farming season. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. I farm in real life. I don't really farm too much crypto, but it's what's hot. It's what's hot. Did you see the premium on wrapped Bitcoin the other day? Now, the benefit of using these exchanges, which these two exchanges, and there are others, but I feel like are very complementary to each other. And the nice thing is there's no sign up. You just go boom, 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 trade your crypto. Non-custodial, it's all governed by smart contracts, hash time locked contracts. So let's start off with Uniswap. It offers a wide variety of ERC20 tokens. Anyone can list the token on there, provide liquidity for its tokens, and you can hook up your MetaMask or other wallets right in the browser, select what you want to swap for, connect your wallet, do a swap transaction. One transaction, you do pay a slightly higher fee than a normal, just Ethereum transaction. And then you get your tokens pretty quickly, a couple minutes maybe. And so you can do all sorts of things, and you can also market make on there as well. Now we also have JellySwap, which has Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, DAI, wrapped Bitcoin, and Eternity, and now just today, BTC++, which I don't know what that is. That's okay. So you can do ERC20 tokens, the ones I have, to Ether, but personally, I would not recommend that on JellySwap because, well, it might be. You're going to have to look at the rates because they do change. You're paying lower transaction fees on Uniswap than on JellySwap for Ethereum to ERC20 or vice versa trades. There's just more liquidity on Uniswap. It's more competitive, and on JellySwap, since it's atomic swapping, you have to pay to the smart contract, wait for the swap, and then you also have to pay again to withdraw your tokens. So it is a little harder, but the beauty of JellySwap, which is why these are the only two decentralized exchanges I use, you can go from Bitcoin to wrapped Bitcoin, Bitcoin to Ethereum, Bitcoin to DAI, excuse me, and Bitcoin to USDC. So you can do the Bitcoin without having to go to a centralized exchange where the tax man is looking at your stuff. Now, these decentralized exchanges, technically, Chainalysis could reveal that you made these trades if those wallets are connected to an exchange, a centralized exchange account, which they know your identity. So they could, but it's better and you're less likely to get the taxman's attention if you're doing small amounts on decentralized. Even if you're doing big amounts, decentralized exchange, because they're not going to be reporting it directly to the government. Perhaps they could be subpoenaed, but these are decentralized exchanges. They're not really, I mean, they do have teams behind them, but let me explain to you. And JellySwap also has the Eternity AE token as well. Currently, right now, it's not working for AE, but because they updated their wallet, their browser wallet, so it's not connecting for some reason. Probably by the time you're watching this video, that will be fixed. But so you can go cross-chain. So USDC to Ethereum, whatever ERC20 is to Ethereum, you might get a better rate on JellySwap. Currently, there is a $1,000 per trade limit that is going up soon. Again, JellySwap, young exchange, only about $40,000 worth of liquidity on there. But for cross-chain, it's great. You can use a couple Ethereum wallets. You can use an Eternity wallet. You can use a Brain wallet for your Bitcoin, or use a 12-word recovery phrase to get your wallet on Jelly, or you can use your ledger for Bitcoin. So that's definitely a plus. And it's non-custodial. It's all locked in smart contracts. And in JellySwap, you do the swap, you have 90 minutes after the exchange happens, which is pretty quick. You have 90 minutes to withdraw. Or it will cancel a transaction, and after 24 hours, you'll be able to get a refund of what you were trying to trade. Got it? If you have any questions, JellySwap has a great Twitter, Telegram group, website. The website is Jelly.market. If you want to go straight to the trading app, it's app.jelly.market. Uniswap, uniswap.exchange. Now, Uniswap, it's kind of like an aggregate of supply and demand that sets the price. On JellySwap, the liquidity providers will set their own prices based on a data feed like Crypto Compare or Binance. So they can set their own fees, and you will get the fee from the liquidity provider. You will get the liquidity from the provider that's providing the lowest amount of fees. And if you want to see how much of what cryptos are available on JellySwap, it's Stats.jelly.market. And JellySwap, I think it's great to become a liquidity provider because right now they have an incentive program going on for the next 2.5 until mid-September, where you can get 1% for being a liquidity provider. 1% per month interest rate on what you have at that you're providing liquidity for. So you have to have it. You have to have at least one pair enabled. So even if you have none of the other pair, you still need to have it enabled. So if you're offering Bitcoin and Ethereum, someone will give you Bitcoin and you will give them Ethereum. Now, there's some risk with that. And it's really, I'll get into that, finish that thought in a second, sorry. But it's a really easy software. It's called Butler. Just find it on their Twitter or Google JellySwap Butler. Easy install, even on Windows. It's got a nice graphical interface. You tell it the pairs you want to have. You set the fee on the spread that you want to have. You put in your keys and your addresses, and really that's it. You start it up, it shows you that your wallets are there. So so as a liquidity provider, yeah, you might want to rebalance your portfolio because maybe you sell all your Bitcoin for USDC and then Bitcoin goes up and now you're missing out. So you may want to rebalance. They do have an automatic rebalance on Binance that you can use, but that's just the risk. If not, if you have Bitcoin and Ethereum and you're like, I don't care if I have Bitcoin or Ethereum, I don't know what's better, I like them both, maybe you'll be happy to get a 1.5% fee for a trade either direction, and that's pretty reasonable interest rate. So the fees on JellySwap, it all is the supply and demand, who's willing to charge what. I'm charging 1.5% on most pairs, and I'm making the interest rate, so it's pretty nice. I mean, if you don't want to go on a centralized exchange, or if you only have Cash App and you don't feel like signing up to, and you just want to do it easily, trustlessly, non-custodial, you don't want the government necessarily being told directly what you're doing. So if you have Cash App, you can only buy and sell Bitcoin. So you can buy a Bitcoin, send it to JellySwap, or trade it on JellySwap for Ethereum, ERC20 tokens directly. Again, you're probably going to get a better rate on Uniswap or other exchanges for Ethereum network only transactions, but it's the only decentralized exchange for AE. Oh, and furthermore, JellySwap is coming out with their mobile app within a week or two, so keep your eye out for that. I'll probably be doing a tutorial on how to trade Eternity on mobile for JellySwap, because even though the Eternity isn't working right now on desktop, it will be on mobile because they'll be using a different wallet. So that's all I have for today. Open your eyes to the world of decentralized exchanges. They're really good. They've come a long way. It's where all the new tokens go. It's where all the really hot tokens go, at least to Uniswap. JellySwap is adding more tokens cross-chain. So if you have these two exchanges, even if you only have the Cash App, you can do this without signing up for anything else. No KYC, nothing. So next video, more Eternity. I'm going to try to have an interview with my friend Aaron, who's building on Eternity. And yeah, guys, don't go crazy. Have a little fun, not too much fun. Safe way, outdoor activities. It's summer. Peace.